Take a look at the calendar. 5 days until Election Day.
Business, I'm going to tell you what we're going to do.
Now he might be America's next country music star, or even Congressman Joe the Plumber?
Joe the Plumber.
Good old Joe the Plumber there.
Joe's with us today. Joe, where are you? Where is Joe? Is Joe here with us today? Joe, I thought you were here today. All right. Well, you're all Joe the Plumber, so all of you stand up and say, I thank you. I saw Joe on television this morning. He did a great job.
Official government background checks on you. They looked into whether or not you were a deadbeat dad.
Really made me quite angry.
He certainly didn't ask to be famous.
One of the positives of becoming a household name may in fact be that you can have a country music career.
I love rich people. I want all of you to be rich.
Brian, I like cash rewards.
Go for it. That's the American dream. That's the American way. That's terrific.
That whole spread the wealth around thing.
Spread.
Joe the Plumber said to him, that plan sounded like socialism.
John McCain and Sarah Palin, they call this socialistic. I split my peanut butter and jelly sandwich with my friend in 6th grade.
I feel like we're at the kids' table.
McCain's a bit older. He might pass away. And then apparently everyone's afraid of the vice president.
Those country first posters won't just be put away in some warehouse just as some campaign slogan. That's going to be printed on every page in the Federal Employee Handbook. Country first.
We'll get real lucky if we get Sarah Palin in there. She really wants to help this country something fierce.
I guess that would come as a shock to you, would it not, and to most citizens around the country? I'm glad to see I got a laugh out of you, at least. So glad to see you laughing, because you've been under some intense scrutiny.
This show won't hurt you, so don't worry about it. Pick up sharp objects, run around with scissors.
I half expected to see you running in and piling on the top of them there.
As long as you keep our show on, because we are the official morning show of the 2008 election.
Last night's half-hour Obama infomercial.
He gave his first address to the nation before the election. We're a few points down, but we're coming back.
The polls don't look good for John McCain.
The issue for McCain, he's lost the suburbs in numbers that even George Bush didn't lose on.
It doesn't look good for McCain.
He's behind in all those states.
Palin is bleeding support from undecided voters.
The middle and the suburb, that's how McCain lost, is losing this election.
All right, running low, Chuck. Running on empty.
What's that all about? What's that about? There's nothing fair.
MSNBC completely in the tank for Barack Obama.
Well, they got a good morning show.
Really? I wouldn't know.
And there's Red Fox.
There he goes.
Yeah.
Where is Red Fox?
I think he's
dead.
passed away.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that true, Chris? Did he ever sell anything?
At that junkyard?
Yeah, they never sold anything.
Here's what we're going to sell to you. Background checks. FBI background checks. It's very interesting to find out which presidential candidate would pass the FBI background check and which would not.
That is downright scary.
Some are now calling this election a horror show. Attacked by a liger.
Lord have mercy.
Just ahead, Ohio.
This is the ground game in Ohio. Barack Obama with 89 offices and 200 paid staffers. John McCain with 42 offices and about 80 paid staffers.
Ohio Route West 18. I'm going to have a little stop. Can show you some bellwether state.
Wow, this is irritating, isn't it?
Shows that he's down here.
Come on. Poor Carl.
Can you name one other person besides Khalidi who he hangs around with who is anti-Semitic?
He pals around with William Ayers.
The question I asked you is, can you name one other person that he hangs around with who's anti-Semitic? Because that's what you said.
Look, we all know that there are people who Barack Obama has been in hot water.
Michael, I asked you to name one person. One.
Rick.
You said he hangs around with people who are anti-Semitic. Okay, we got Khalidi on the table. Give me number two. Who's the other anti-Semitic person that he hangs around that we, quote, all know about?
Rick, we both know who number two is.
Who? Would you tell us?
No, Rick, I think we all know who we're talking about here.
Somebody who's anti-Semitic that he hangs around with?
Absolutely.
Well, say it.
I think we know who we're talking about, Rick.
Thanks so much. We really do appreciate it. This is a good discussion.
Everybody here is sick, okay?
Fever pitch.
Can you touch anything here? I would say no.
I'll tell you what I do, which is fairly prosaic, is before I feel the need to pick my nose,
Very much. Thank you, Chris. Well, we've had so much fun.
I wash my hands.
Sometimes you feel like you need a shower.
So it's like clear there's only 5 days to go. Just 5 days to go, folks. 5 days.